some reason my camera started malfunctioning again. This is what I meant with square wave. A square wave is not as smooth as a sine wave, which is obvious, and even a triangle wave is not perfect when we do it all analog. So that is where analog functions might fail and where digital might be superior, because even when we try to bring forth a complete square wave, even where the degrees are slightly a little bit off, we end up triggering something analog. They are actually harmful for our speakers, for example. If they were to be played completely square, that would clip to the maximum and destroy the woofer. And also with the spiral, it's curling up or curling down at a certain frequency and a certain rate. It is repeating over and over and over at a certain scale, a constant. And for those who do not know about computer science, we do have zeros and ones, and those are making up the square waves. And for a telephone line, back in the day, we used sine waves. These sine waves were triggering the registers and sending down signals. Basically, our minds operate in the same way. The world around us is analog. Our eyes see the analog world. Light is completely analog. Magnetic fields are always analog. Magnetism is always analog. It's always round. It's always sine waves. But when it comes to on and off, we do have brain cells completely go on, off all the time. And then we do have certain registers. This is what I mean with sample data. And in one of my experiences, I was able to see the lower level language of my brain. And all of this is going through a circuit flow. And under these conditions, it's operating whether one level is high or low. I believe this is an OR gate. Now we have a NOR gate, I think. I think earlier diagram we can see all these gates, but it's not very important right now. It's just going into depth to the maximum full extent of hardware engineering. And here we do have some Boolean algebra, which is amazing. This is also a good book. Oh yes, here we do see x and y. X and y goes to an AND gate. So it's an AND gate, which we saw, not an OR. AND. X and y. So that means that in order to give a single out means that both values need to be true. So in the register x and y there needs to be 1 and 1.